How are you showing up, preparing to receive your dreams? How are you dressing? How are you looking? How are you operating within the world to receive your dreams? Because a lot of times we aren't receiving our dreams because we haven't done the preparation. The preparation is the action. So for example, I have this set up to record this video. I do not have the subscribers that I desire. But this is how I'm coming prepared, doing the action to get there and to get that. I came dressed. I have, my mascara on. I came prepared and doing the action, talking about it, recording this video to prepare for my blessings. It's not here yet, but it's going to come because what I'm going to do is be consistent. Being consistent is a part of the preparation process. Being consistent is a part of the preparation is a part of the preparation process. Being consistent. Also, showing up as if it's already yours. Showing up like you ever, like, if you're getting presented with an award and you know you're doing the work, you're not just going to show up there dressed like anything. Even if you are acknowledged for the award, if you're a nominee, if you've been nominated for an award and you don't even know if you're going to get called yet, but you still dress the part and you still operate within the part. So my question to y'all is, have y'all done the preparation to be able to receive your blessings? Have you been consistent? And if you haven't been consistent, why? Have you not been consistent because you don't trust yourself? Because that's also a big thing. A lot of people are not consistent because they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their ability to actually be great. They don't trust what they're saying. They don't trust their word, and they don't believe in themselves. So in order for you to do the preparation and be consistent, you have to trust yourself. And then you also have to do it scared. Sometimes you have to do it scared. And that will prepare you, is doing it scared. When I think back, I got everything that I desired and wanted out of life. I have gotten everything that I wanted within my possession. I've gotten it. I have it. Now, I did fumble it a couple times, but I got it. And I got it because I did it scared. I did it regardless, and I trusted myself and believed in myself enough to get it. I did it scared. I spoke up even when my voice shaked. I still said what I needed to say. Sometimes I would be wrong, but I would be so confident that within me being wrong, I didn't even know, because I'm like so confident. But thankfully I had people in my life that was like, yeah, like, Blossom, got to take a step back and reflect. And that's another thing, is reflection. Reflection is also a part of preparation. People always be like, oh, I'm not going back there. I don't want to look back. I'm not looking back. When you ever drive in a car and you got to back out of a spot, you have to back out of a spot so you can maneuver to go forward. Like, let's say you parked in straight, and this happens. You have to reflect. Let's say you parked in and you have to reverse. You got to look at your surroundings so you can maneuver through, so you can go forward. Reflection is a huge part of preparation. Reflection is a huge part of preparation. And that is very important. So what are you doing to obtain your blessings? What are you doing to obtain your goals? Are you being consistent? Are you showing up? Are you keeping your word to yourself? Are you trusting yourself? Keeping your word to yourself. How many of us struggle with that? How many of us struggle with keeping our words to ourselves? Doing what we say that we're going to do. How many of us struggle? How many of us struggle with keeping our word to ourselves because we also struggle with scheduling? That was my thing. I would always keep my word to myself, but it would be all over the place and scattered to where I'm like, I have to be on a schedule or everything's going to be out of place. And if everything's out of place, it's going to make my mind out of place. And my mind can't be out of place because I'm in control. So if I'm in control, that means I have to control myself within a schedule and stick to it. I can't be the one that's like, oh, like, I'm just, and the crazy thing is, I've done this mostly my whole life and got away with it. But I also noticed that within me scheduling better and staying on a consistent schedule, everything works out even more outstanding and more progressive for me. So like, for example, it is 7 in the morning. I have to be at work around 9, so I'm getting up earlier, recording this video. This is a part of the preparation and the scheduling and making my dreams a priority. So, within your preparation, is that something that you're struggling with? And if it is something that you're struggling with, how are you going to fix it? And that's the biggest thing. A lot of us, we know what we have to do. We just don't do it, or we don't trust ourselves to do it, or we don't believe in ourselves to do it. Within me making this video, days before this, I had to really sit down with myself and have a real conversation. Like, okay, you say this is what you want to do. Why aren't you doing it? And the times that I have done it, I was a little bit consistent, but I wasn't consistent enough to where it would blossom and go somewhere. So I had to, like, you have to have real conversations with yourself on some trill, like, is this what you want to do? And if it is what you want to do, why? Because within me recording this video, as of right now, I know it's not going to get that many views, or it might. I pray that it does. But the little views that it does get, do I know that somebody will take something away from these videos, whether it just be 1 or 2 people and be like, I needed that? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. I truly believe that. So, and then I had to ask myself also, this has been an important question for me throughout my journey, throughout my walk. The question was, are you here to entertain, or are you here to edify? That has been such a question within my walk. Are you here to entertain? Are you here to edify? And I had to think to myself, and I was just like, regardless, I'm doing the works of God. I'm doing God's work. I'm being consistent. And whoever is meant to take from this message so that it can blossom their lives, whether it be 1 or 2 people, I did my job. I put it out there. I was intentional. I did my job. I'm not going to be doing all the trends and doing all this extra stuff because that's not what God wants me to do and where I want my brand to blossom. That's not how I want things in my life to blossom. So you also have to ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Within you making content, within you, trying to grow and grow your dreams, what is the reason why? Why are you doing it? Why? And my why was, I blossomed so much throughout life. God is so good. I blossomed so much throughout my life. I'm like, God told me, you gotta share this. You gotta share this. You gotta share this. So now I'm putting it out there, and something tells me, I just feel God I just feel God just telling me, like, I got you. And I'm in this season of working on better trusting God in all areas of my life. Like, I trust God in a lot of other areas, but in some areas my trust was not as potent. So yeah, so just ask yourself that question. Are you being consistent? Are you keeping your word to yourself? Are you keeping your word to your dreams? Do you believe in yourself? Are you coming dressed, ready, and prepared to receive the award and the blessing? Are you here to entertain, or are you here to edify? Are you here to entertain, or are you here to edify? What is your why? How will whatever you are doing help you blossom and help others blossom? Because in my mind, like, yes, God has blessed me with a beautiful life, but this is bigger than me. This is bigger than me. And that was my why. That was my why. It was bigger than me. And I had to trust that I had the ability and big enough hands, with God's hands within my life, because in general, I have pretty big hands, but the point is, did I have big enough hands to carry this load? And I had to think to myself, because I would think like, God, why did you qualify me with this? And then I felt God saying to me, you're not doing it by yourself. Yeah, you have big enough hands, but underneath your hands is my hands. And my hands are hefty, and you're not doing it by yourself. So I had to think, I'm like, it is bigger than me. It is bigger than me. And I also have bigger hands, way bigger hands, probably bigger, I just have so much support, is what I'm trying to say. And definitely from God, but then also, like, it's a lot of people that believe in me. And even the people that don't, I still think that they believe in me. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so ask yourself those questions. These are really important, because this is your dream that we're talking about here. This is your dream. And how can it be of a help or be of a service? So that's what I pretty much wanted to say in this video. Just be consistent. Just be consistent. And make sure within your consistency, there's polish to it. Like, you have, like, for example, my videos, they're not, and this is just for me, this is just for my brand, how I want it to blossom. I don't want my brand to be oh so raunchy. I don't want it to be like not have some class or polish to it, because the person that I'm blossoming into, like, don't get me wrong, I am definitely spicy. I'm definitely, like, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I want my message to be about blossoming and how you can blossom up your life and things like that. That is my goal. So yeah, don't get me wrong. We will have videos in here where we get spicy, but that is the goal, is for me to, like, blossom up myself, so then I can blossom up others. So as you're blossoming and pursuing your dreams, make sure that you are firstly working on yourself, because you can't really help others if you don't help yourself. You can't really pursue other things if you don't pursue yourself. So I pray that you are in a season and in a spirit of receiving, and within your preparation, that you are consistent, and that you keep your word to yourself, and that you believe in yourself, and you believe within your abilities, and know that you were chosen for your purpose that God placed in your life. You were chosen for that, for a reason. And it's up to you to answer that call. Many are called, but few are chosen. And within many being called, many don't answer that phone. So answer the call and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You have everything that you already need. All you need to do is be consistent and operate within your preparation, which means do the action. Do it scared. Do it anyway. Just do it. And everything else will fall into play. Like another example, really quick. I would always say to myself, even to the extent of like just other movements and things that I have in my life, but I will always say to myself, I need to learn more before I can present myself in such of a way. I need to learn more. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. When within these videos, it's a blossoming for a reason. I'm learning as I go and I'm expressing. So I'm not going to be right all the time. It's so funny. My uncle used to be like, "Oh, like you think you know everything. You think you know everything." And I do, and I did. But I don't know everything. So that was one of the things that was holding me back in making these videos and things like that, because I'm like, I need to learn more. I want to know and learn everything so I can just just be more confident and be more prepared to like share it. But now I'm confident within the journey. No, I don't know everything. Yes, I am still blossoming, but on this journey of me blossoming, I'm sharing what I've learned and sharing what I know already. So that is important. I thank y'all all for watching. Again, I learned that I am a yapper. I talk a lot. I talk a lot. And that is something that I've learned within my journey as well. I talk a lot. And within me talking a lot, it just helps me learn and understand even more about blossoming and about myself and about God and about life and about the world. So, yeah, but that's all I want to say. From my heart deep within, blossom bloom with the pen. And that's always how I end my poems and my poetry. And poetry could be anything. And that's just how it's flowing. And even though it's not with a pen, it's definitely from within. So thank y'all for watching. And yeah, blossom outie.